Welcome to What's on the Griddle tonight. So, for our first episode, we are doing asparagus. So I'm starting off with this nice big griddle. Just an introduction to this griddle. This is a stainless steel griddle, and it's nicely seasoned. We've had it for a few years now, and we cook lots and lots of things on it. And I've been posting some of the things that I've been doing on the griddle on Facebook recently, just doing still shots, but now I thought I'd try a live version. So welcome to the first attempt at a live feed right onto it. So anyway, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil right over this griddle. So what we're going to do is we're cooking on a medium heat. I'm just going to this is all raw, non-seasoned asparagus. So I'm cooking this, and it's getting hot right now. So I'm going to turn it down just a little bit because I want to cook this over medium heat. But you kind of want it a little bit of heat, but not too much because you want to take your olive oil too hot. More of a medium heat that you want to cook it on. But so there's that, looking good. And so what I'm going to do is season the griddle with the seasoning, and then just roll the asparagus right into that. I've got a couple of friendly items here. So I'm going to start off with, I have this nice little thing. I got this when I was traveling in India. So I'm going to put some mustard seeds right on here like this. And they'll start to pop a little bit. I've got some cumin seeds. I'm going to put some of those on here, just like this. And then I'm going to leave it at that for right now. Let those cook up a little bit. And then I'm just going to roll these out like this. And I apologize to my sound guy friends who are hearing this, like fans and all that stuff. This is just a first attempt at making this happen. And that beeping you're hearing is telling me that our veggie loaf, which is in the oven, that's what we're going to be serving this with. It's a vegetarian mushroom lentil loaf, and that's cooking in the oven, and that's what we're going to be serving that with this. So at this high heat, this is not with this medium heat. This is not something that you're going to want to walk away from. Meanwhile, I'm going to pull out these loaves. They're cooking right in the oven. I'll give you a view of them. That's our mushroom lentil loaf. Delicious. Now, I'm going to start with just kind of rolling these in this mixture here. And I'll just be adding some stuff to this. But the whole concept here of this whole rolling is just to get the oils and the cumin seed and the mustard seed to kind of just roll into it a little bit. Now in a minute, I'm going to add a few other items to it for spicing. But so the concept here is just to keep it moving a little bit. And you want to let it cook a little bit right on the griddle. But it's just a matter of just keeping it kind of grooving. But you want it to hit, I like to have it a little blackened. That's kind of my thing. And I'm not talking black. I'm just talking a little bit of that. So that just comes with black, just comes with turning it once in a while. I'm looking like I need a little bit more oil on this side. I'm just going to dab a little bit of oil in here. Yeah, you can hear that just fiddling up nicely. But this griddle is just a great way to cook. And I don't think, now while I have a gas stove and all that, you could probably do this on an electric stove. And that'd be kind of fun also. But obviously not quite as nice as this. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this Himalayan salt and just sprinkle a little bit of this over this little puncture here. I'm going to roll that in a little bit. You can see it's just starting to like just really start to cook a little bit. Get nice and yummy here. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic. Now I'm using a black garlic. This is just a super fast way that you can just sprinkle on. I use a black garlic, but you can either use real garlic if you want, chopped, ready to go, or you could use a garlic powder or granulated, any of those. But I'm just using a blackened garlic. I'm just going to roll that in just like this and just keep it rolling. Again, I'm on a medium heat, so you can't, again, it's not something you can just walk away from. And that's what's nice about this griddle, is that I can, right now I'm trying to keep it really simple because it's obviously my first time, so I'm just trying to make it so that I'm feeling comfortable with this. But when I do this by myself, or Bobby's helping me, is I'll do quadrants. Like I don't need to cook all this asparagus. I can cook it in a quadrant and then have something else here and then something else here. That's what's really cool. Like last night I did a whole bunch of mixed vegetables over here, and then I did 3 lemons and roasted those, and then right here did pan fried, or just, I guess I call it griddle fried oysters. And that was just amazing. And so I'm just going to roll this. And see, this is timed out nicely with this because this is cooling. So while this is cooling, after we pull it out of the oven, I can just have this, and it goes pretty quick. It's just a few minutes, and then it just really starts to, you can kind of see the flavor, or not the flavor, the look of it is just starting to really get whoops, I lost one. Asparagus down. I'll just throw it into the floor. I'm going to pick it up. Compost right here. Okay. So I'm probably not going to stick much more on this, if anything. I think we're probably pretty well spiced on it. I've got another asparagus now. I've used the whole bag, so I've got a little bit too much. That's okay. Another donation to the compost. Although if I was a little brave, I'd know that my floor is extremely clean. I could probably eat off of it, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I'm just going to continue rolling, and it's starting to blacken a little bit. Starting to blacken a little bit, and it's just going to keep moving it here. God, it's starting to smell really good. It's getting a little smoky in here, but we've got the doors open so the smoke goes out. Meanwhile, I'll be trying to do more of these kinds of demonstrations of cooking off the griddle. And I'm trying to just introduce everybody to what's on the griddle tonight. And that's kind of where we're kind of branching off from this point onward and just sharing how you could easily come up with something creative during these times. Because right now, just for historical notices, is that we're in the midst of being locked down in the state of Washington. I'm in Seattle, and we can't go anywhere. Basically, everything's shut down because of the COVID-19 virus. So this is my creative way of attempting to do something and to present something to the community of what's happening. So at this point, I would say this asparagus is almost pretty much done. And you can take a little further than this, but I'm thinking this is looking really good. So now you kind of get an idea of what it is for what's cooking on the griddle. So thanks for joining us, and I'm going to move over to more of the eating portion of this, but probably won't share that with you. I don't think it tastes very good through a camera lens. Anyway, thank you.